In 2010, a group of engineers at Georgia Tech pointed a high-speed camera at a soaking wet Labrador that had been drenched from head to toe multiple times. They wanted to know exactly how fast a dog had to shake its body to get rid of the water without using a towel. The Labrador expressed its displeasure by whipping its body around like a washing machine on the spin cycle. Apparently, the research team decided that one Labrador was not enough to settle the matter, so they invited mice, goats, kangaroos, lions, and bears to join a cross-species drying experiment that absolutely none of the animals had volunteered for. The procedure was extremely rigorous. First, get them wet, then set up a high-speed camera. Finally, have a group of people in white lab coats carefully record who could shake the fastest. Had these animals known they were being soaked just to provide comparison data for a Labrador, they probably would have formed a mammal labor union on the spot and demanded that the next round of testing begin with the engineer holding the bucket. The experiment went extremely well, at least for the engineers, who remained completely dry. The high-speed footage showed that the smaller an animal is, the faster it generally has to shake in order to throw water off its body. Dogs can complete roughly 4.5 to 8 full-body shakes per second. In other words, before you can finish yelling, "Don't shake," the bathroom walls, the mirror, the ceiling, and the clean clothes you just put on have already joined the experiment. The engineers discovered this principle with high-speed cameras. Anyone who has ever bathed a dog completed the peer review with their face. They got the answer they were looking for, but they did not answer a much stranger question. Why does a completely dry dog activate the exact same biological washing machine after being petted, after playtime, or immediately after getting up? The engineers were not the first people to record this movement. Rewind 12 years. In 1998, researchers at Utrecht University in the Netherlands observed 10 dogs. They wanted to know how the dog's behavior, heart rate, and other physiological responses changed when they were exposed to different stimuli. The experiments included loud noises, bags suddenly dropping, umbrellas opening, and physical restraint. The researchers noticed that in some of these situations, the dogs would suddenly shake their entire bodies, so the behavior was included in an analysis of actions that might be associated with acute stress. The dogs may have filed formal objections. Unfortunately, humans translated every statement they made as, "Can I have more peanut butter?" There is an important distinction here. Those studies were about stress. The full-body shake was simply something researchers recorded along the way. It was not the main subject of the research, but that observation helped shape an explanation that remained popular for years. When dogs shake their bodies, they are literally trying to shake off stress. For the next 20-plus years, dogs kept repeating the behavior like an eyewitness no one was taking seriously. Humans carefully wrote down the testimony, then added this sentence to the report: "The witness may simply be nervous." Then, in November 2024, researchers from the Barnard College Dog Cognition Lab published a study called Shake It Off after observing 96 dogs and 120 shaking events. They examined the 10 seconds before and after each shake. They recorded what the dog had been doing beforehand and what it did next. They found that shaking most often occurred between two different activities. This led them to suggest that it may function as a behavioral transition marker. Playtime ends and the dog prepares to leave. Petting stops and the dog starts sniffing the ground. An interaction with another dog ends and it moves on to the next item on the schedule. The paper did not prove that shaking has nothing to do with stress, but it did show that the behavior appears very frequently during ordinary transitions between activities. For a dog, it may sometimes be nothing more than a simple scene change, like an adult lighting a cigarette after an activity that cannot be publicly discussed, and pretending the rest of their life still has a plan. But this biological washing machine was not private equipment installed after dogs became domesticated. Similar behavior has also been observed in other canids, including wolves, coyotes, and dingoes. So why is this movement so common among members of the dog family? One reasonable explanation is that it began as an ancient and highly practical coat maintenance system. Animals with fur encounter water, snow, dust, insects, and skin irritation. They cannot grab a towel and wipe themselves down the way humans can. Rapidly twisting the body helps throw water droplets off the fur, remove loose dust and debris, and rearrange hair that has been flattened or disturbed. So rather than being an ordinary habit that dogs develop later, it looks more like a pre-installed full-body movement program built into the nervous system. Like a dentist who realizes he has just pulled the wrong tooth and instinctively pulls his mask a little higher. Dogs work the same way. When the coat is disturbed by water, dust, or some other irritation, the program can activate almost immediately. And in the daily social lives of domestic dogs, it also happens to appear frequently at the exact point where one activity ends and another begins. No thinking, no meetings, no approval from human resources. Whether these two situations are controlled by exactly the same neurological switch is something scientists still have not completely figured out. The dogs do not appear interested in staying for the next research meeting, so the next time a completely dry dog suddenly shakes its entire body, do not immediately assume it has just experienced a psychological crisis. It may be rearranging its coat, it may have just finished a tense or exciting interaction, or it may simply be switching from one activity to the next. To a human, it is just a movement that lasts less than a second. To a dog, it may be an ancient coat maintenance machine that also happens to serve as punctuation. It uses its entire body to put a period at the end of the sentence.